How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. I hope everyone's having a great day out there today. Today, we're going to have a great episode for you. This is going to be short, but I need you to pay close attention as we may go through this at a quicker pace. Today's episode is going to be about drop shipping. Is it still profitable for 2026? Is drop shipping still profitable for 2026? Why I really want to touch on this episode is simply because I run a lot of e-commerce stores. So out of the 30 companies that we have at TSG Global Resource Management Group, roughly around 17 of those companies, some of them are hybrid companies, but roughly around 17 of those companies are e-commerce, solely e-commerce based companies. That means we do a lot of drop shipping as well. We do a lot of drop shipping just because it decreases our need to basically have a large storage space for all the inventory. So if we don't have a high volume of sales in a particular product, we will not house that particular item. We will not buy that item in bulk because it puts pressure on us to market that item, and that item could go out of style. Well, the trend could change to say that we purchased 2,000 Labubu dolls. We get into that little Labubu trend. It goes on. We have all this inventory, and then the trends change, and it's no longer a hot item. And now we're stuck with all the inventories of that doll. Now, I'm not saying that trend is ever going to go out, and that's not a prediction, but I want you to know that everything does change. Trends rotate. They rotate. Some things leave and they come back. Some trends never go out of style, like Converse or Chuck Taylors or Air Jordans, but we don't want to be be stuck with that large amount of inventory. Then we'll have to find other ways to sell it. Sales strategy, maybe bundle that with another product that we have, and we do not want to have to do that extra work. So we do a lot of drop shipping. So this is what I wanted to go over today. So drop shipping, is it still profitable for 2026? Even though we're not in quarter one or Q1 of 2026, we want to give you guys some insight about 2026 and what you can expect for Q1, or just say Q2, going like half the year, going for drop shipping. We believe that this is still going to be a hot, a hot trend or a profitable business model for 2026. So I'm going to give you guys 3 talk points here. Once again, this is drop shipping for 2026. Or if I didn't give you the proper introduction, this is the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. We're live out here in New York City, and this is the place where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. Once again, I'm going to give you 3 points here, and we're talking about drop shipping. Will it be profitable for 2026? So our first talk point is this: how drop shipping has evolved over the years. And this is what I want to do. I want to break down what's really changed from drop shipping since the early boom years. I want you to know that the set it and forget it model doesn't work anymore. Consumers expect speed, communication, and authenticity. And that means authenticity, and that also affects your brand. So when a customer orders something from, but when a customer orders something for you, they expect speed. We need to decrease the arrival time of the product. So we can ship the product, and it usually takes 1 to 3 days. Some products take 3 to 5 days or 5 to 7 days, and it depends on the manufacturer. So when you are drop shipping a product, you need to choose a manufacturer that has I wouldn't say has a lot of brand loyalty, but has a set in stone record for doing excellent business, and that always has a space for availability when it comes to ordering products last minute or rapidly or things like that. Because some orders that I have, I may get the email, may generate the labels. The labels automatically generate when we before I even get to the store. It's automatic. So when I come in, I already have generated labels. But I can send those products or find a manufacturer that night when it comes in, but I don't check my email. So if I could check my email that night before, I can already get a head start on ordering that product. Or if I have it in-house, we have that generated label. So there's ways that you can cut down the speed or the time. You got to know, operating 30 stores by yourself or 30 companies by yourself without not really help from a VA or help from, and you might say, why are you doing everything? It's not like I don't want to delegate, but we'll go over that another time. Let's stay on topic here. It said the set it and forget it method doesn't work anymore. Consumers expect speed, communication, and authenticity, especially from the companies. The shipping times and supply reliability can make or break the brand's reputation, and it can make or break your reputation. So if you have a supplier whose reliability is not is not solidified through let's say, like I said, through vouching, to someone vouching for the company, and not only from vouching from their performance, you can do a data analysis on a certain company, or just simply check the reviews of a company or a supplier that you use, and they can tell you a lot about that particular company. And also, you may have to just testify yourself. Be curious. Go with a company because not all reviews are true. There's not a lot of truth in some of these reviews. Some people will attack a company, so they'll write massive amounts of bad reviews to try to kill the competition. So you have to be aware of that as well. Customer experience has become the new marketing. Reviews and retention, as we just spoke of, but you have to be careful about those reviews. But do take those reviews into strong consideration when you are aiming to pick the right supplier for your drop shipping. Customer experience has become the new marketing. Reviews and retention matters more than quick sales. It really matters about the reviews that you get from the feedback of your customers when you're doing drop shipping. And I'll share how I've successfully this drop ship, how I've seen successful drop shippers adapt to build stronger supplier networks and focusing on niche products. So this is what I need for you to do. When you build an e-commerce store, you still have to build it like a brick and mortar. You build that brick and mortar store, you already have a target market. You have a pricing strategy. You have let's say, a marketing strategy for that particular product. But before you launch that product, you need to know if there is a niche in the business marketplace for that specific product. If it's not, that's where drop shipping comes in at, because with drop shipping, you can extend your brand or extend your company globally with just a few clicks. So if I have a brick and mortar store, that brick and mortar store, let's say the benefits of that is foot traffic. But if you have an online store, you may not get as much foot traffic, but you can get digital foot traffic to your website, or anything that leads to sales, or through marketing, social media marketing. I call that digital foot traffic, people clicking on your posts and things of that sort. But it's not like a brick and mortar store. But the benefit of having a e-commerce store is that you can extend. There is no limitation to where you can extend your brand. But even with extending your brand, you still need to pay attention to shipping costs to certain countries, shipping costs when it comes to the weight of your products, and also, it wouldn't matter about the shipping costs if you can really establish brand loyalty in a country that pays a certain amount of money for a product, especially way cheaper than when you got the product in the first place. It's just like me buying, to say, 40 Gucci bags from China, and then in Cambodia, it's a hot item, and they pay me more here than what I purchased for. I got it for, let's say, $5 a bag. They purchased them for, let's say, $40 a bag. And we'll say $40 a bag because of the price difference, and because, the economy that's there. I'm still making a profit, and they're still getting a hot item. And then someone can create a luxury store there, and selling for higher level executives and things of that sort. Okay. Talk point number 2 is we will go over how I will share successful dropshippers adapt to build stronger supplier networks and focusing on niche products. Basically, like I just spoke of, but I'm going to go deeper into that on our next episode. Talk point number 2: what still makes dropshipping profitable? Now, I'll share the key factors that keep dropshipping alive and profitable even in a crowded market. And this is what it does. Profitability now comes from strategy, not shortcuts. Knowing your audience and positioning your brand properly. That's one thing that we just discussed. If you want to increase your brand loyalty or increase your brand awareness, you have to position your brand properly. You have to put it in front of the right people. There's no way I should be targeting I'm a Popeyes, but I'm targeting the vegan customers. My target market is tailored around vegans. It just doesn't make any sense. So what I'm saying is this, or I'm a butcher shop, but I'm targeting people that want to save animals. I don't know their name, but your brand has to be positioned properly, and it has to target the right people in order to raise your brand awareness. And once it raises your brand awareness, then it could raise your sales, or it could raise your audience. But you have to know your audience to position your brand well. So profitability now comes from strategy, not shortcuts, not just doing a quick fix, drop ship, but also targeting certain people strategically, positioning your brand strategically to bring on that brand awareness. Building a trusted brand around a niche instead of chasing random viral products leads to a higher repeat customers. Now I had a problem with this. Don't get so caught up on the hot trends. Now, I told myself this before. Yeah, this is a hot item. Everyone's buying it. Everyone's selling it. But that crowds the market as well. There's a lot of competition dealing with that specific product. So what you can do is find another rendition of that product that maybe just say we have a speaker. Or, there's so many speakers out here. Just say we have a robotic dog. We have this robotic dog. The dog looks good. It's really a hot item, but we want another version. This robotic dog that we have, it now comes with fur. It comes with interchangeable skins or fur skins with it, 4 skins. Now you can turn this dog into a golden retriever. You can turn this dog give it the coat of a German Shepherd with the little mask and the little body, the little skins, or you can turn it into a tiger, or you can turn it into, you can unscrew the ears. But there's a different version of that specific product, and that way, once you choose an alternative version of a product, it puts you in a class of your own where you are not in a competitive market space for that one product. And what I mean by that is building a trusted brand around a niche, around exactly what you do and how are you aiming to execute on getting sales when it comes to that specific product, that specific niche. If you're doing pizza, stick to pizza. You may expand to lasagna, but I'm just saying at that moment, have a specific niche and a specific product. That's still the same niche, Italian. But don't go from one place to another just because it's a hot item. Start to build brand loyalty, customer loyalty in that specific niche, and then start to expand once you have solidified customer loyalty and position your brand properly. Good supplier relationships lead to better margins, faster shipping, and higher quality, which keeps consumers coming back. That's always good. I'll talk about how storytelling, content, and brand personality are redefining what a dropshipping store really looks like. That's going to take me a lot of time to really go over that. I put that point in there because I really wanted to break that down. But especially about branding. Branding is the core of any company. That is the core of branding. Is basically storytelling. When someone hears your company's name, what comes to mind is basically the brand of that company. If someone says McDonald's, but everyone is going to have their own outlook or own input when it comes to they're always going to have their own opinion when it comes to your brand. Some people can say I hate McDonald's, their fries are cold because they had a bad experience, and some people can say I love McDonald's. Some people, I hate to put these brands out there, but some people can say that they love Thompson Square Gardens Coffee Company because when they ship their products, we get them in one to 3 days, because we try to find manufacturers that are close within proximity to our customers. If we have a customer, if we're drop shipping and we have a customer that's in Ohio that order from Ohio, we will strategically try to find retailers within the proximity of that state or in that county that can get them the product quicker if they have the exact product or a similar product, and that way it cuts down on our shipping time. So if we drop ship a product, we see exactly where this product is going, and then we strategically find retailers, manufacturers, places that sell the specific product that we sell, And even if we have it on hand, even if we have that product on hand, but we see that, it's, and we do this globally. If we have coffee, a certain type of coffee, and this coffee is sold in China, we have a customer that's in China, we will find that product somewhere close to China in that region and drop ship it from there, where it can get there at a closer amount of time. It can get there in a shorter amount of time. By using someone close, a retailer that's close. So that's another strategy that you can use. But I will go over branding, storytelling, content, and brand personality, and really go over what that looks like. We will have to probably make a second, a number 2, drop shipping. Is it still profitable to 2026, which it is. It's always going to be profitable, especially you never know if another epidemic, something can happen that will house everybody and put them right back in the house where they left the first time. So people will go back to ordering online. Some of the things that happened that were birthed from COVID, let's say like DoorDash or I don't know, but some of these companies that were birthed from the COVID era are still active today, and they are still booming. They are still scaling those specific companies. So, and I don't believe that they'll ever diminish as well. So those companies that were birthed from the COVID era are still scaling and still doing phenomenal to this day. All right, so if you're just not tuning in, this is the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. We're live out here in New York City. And this is the place where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. And our talk point number 3, now we are talking about drop shipping. Drop shipping is still going to be profitable for 2026. I do believe it's still going to be profitable for 2026, just for the simple fact that, as we just talked about, the COVID era and a lot of businesses that were birthed from the COVID era. These digital, like online, the online sales went up dramatically during the COVID era, and a lot of companies were birthed from COVID to help individuals still be able to supply food, to supply transportation, and a lot of those companies are still scaling to this day. So our third talk point is how technology is changing the drop shipping game. I'm also diving into how AI, automation, and analytics are transforming the e-commerce landscape. So all of these things. So if you are not AI fluent, now it's the time to get AI fluent. Now is not the time to get behind in the trajectory that the world is going. So a lot of people, they will be very prone to getting the latest fashion, but they're not really up to date on technology, especially when it comes to business. I've seen a couple guys that were motivational speakers. They've talked about motivation. They've talked about people's dreams, but they are starting to understand that AI is something that is not going to fade away. If anything, this AI era that we're going through is going to increase. That means that there'll be a lot of more deep fakes, but at the same time, you need AI to run a business. This lowers your this lowers your costs in so many ways. Your prime costs when it comes to your restaurant. It lowers your costs in, just say, shipping fees. It lowers your costs in payroll. It lowers your costs in team development. So instead of sending someone to a conference for which you can get a deductible for, you can have some AI, like say videos. You have these things generated, and it could train your entire team, which is it's kind of a shortcut. It kind of cancels out the human experience and the experience of going to like Toronto for a conference or something of that sort. But I want you to know that AI tools can now just help predict winning products. It can do this, and it can also help to predict the outcome. If I generate this video and I teach someone or generate systems according to I've generated batch recipes just to get a specific I've generated batch recipes just to get a ballpark of what making this product will cost me, and how I can get the difference from how I sell the product. So how much I sell the product for. Excuse me on my words this morning. It's on this morning. I mean, this see, I get my words mixed up, but excuse me for that. So I don't know why my just seems like my tongue is tied, like it's like my throat chakra is messed up or something. But But yeah, AI tools can now help predict winning products. That's something why you need AI. You need to integrate AI into every part of your business and every part of your business operational systems. But every part of your business, I don't care what it is, you need to find a way to be AI fluent, and you need to find a way to integrate AI into every area of your business. And this lowers your prime cost in every department. This lowers your operational costs. This lowers, you know, every cost, your cost in its entirety. But automation can simplify order fulfillment, which it does. Automation is good for everything, especially when it comes to your website, especially getting chat bots. That's automation. Every question that you can probably think that anyone would answer, you can put those things inside of the chat bot, and it can also predict what people will answer based on the type of store that you have, and that's automation as well. It can simplify order fulfillment, inventory management, and ad scaling, freeing up time to focus on growth. You, as being the business owner or the CEO of your company, what you need to do is you need to focus on expanding your company or your brand awareness. So once you have a specific niche that you are in the marketplace with this specific niche, and you're working on building your customer loyalty, your brand loyalty in this specific niche, and you have integrated AI into your company or into your business systems or into your team development systems. So once you have integrated AI into these things, it will free up your time to focus more on growth and expansion. Data is power. I want you to know that right now. Tracking customer behavior and ad performance gives you insight into what really converts. So once you can get this data and this feedback from your company to see exactly what really converts into sales, it will help you to, it will help you to understand what really works and what doesn't work. That's all data is for. All data is for is saying that up to this point, this is what we came to understand and to know that works for us, and this is what we know that doesn't work. So that helps you to modify a business operational system. That helps you to modify an automation system when it comes to your business. It helps you. Data is just there to see where you're failing at, and where do you need to adjust, where do you need to modify or customize certain areas of your business operational system so that it can help to convert, just say, more foot traffic into sales. So that is what data is. Data is power when it comes to running a business. Tracking customer behavior and ad performance gives you insight on what really converts these interactions into sales. Okay, so once again, this is the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. We're out here live in New York, and this is the place where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. I want you to know, drop shipping, is it still profitable in 2026? And we know it is. It will be profitable just because anything can happen at any given moment. The government is shut down right now, and who's to say that another pandemic may not come? People still want to order clothes. People still want to. There was a lot of people that ordered liquor or alcohol in that era where they couldn't go out and go to the store. So there were a lot of businesses and a lot of integrations of other systems to help those companies stay alive and stay afloat during COVID, even with the layoffs. And that's what we want to do. We want to continue to move with technology and use it to integrate and to grow our businesses without being scared. You know what I mean? Don't be scared of AI. Don't be scared of automation. These things help you to free up your time so that you can focus more on growth. You can start to, and I noticed this, a lot of things scare people that they don't understand. If someone doesn't understand the person, or they cannot just figure this person out where they know what makes them tick, or if they cannot figure out a person or a system, or figure out a certain trend within a certain amount of time, it scares them and they back off of it. Now I can understand that when you're dealing with stocks, or you're dealing with day trading, or you're dealing with a new skill and you just feel like it's too hard for you to understand, so you just hire someone that's already an expert in that area and just delegate certain things to them. I like to know a little about a lot, and at the same time, in my main strong points of my skills and key areas, I want to learn as much as I can. Whether it's leadership, whether it's emotional intelligence, whether it's sales, negotiation, let's say proposals, creating business proposals that's tailored to the personality or establishing some type of phrase, or what's the word that I'm looking for? Clause that's in that it's tailored to the company or tailored to the identity of the company, that helps us to identify with each other. Man, I'm all over my words right now. But what I'm saying is, man, this is House of Business. Dropshipping is still profitable in 2026. Yes, it is. I'll be giving you guys more updates and insights on this